Pops Peters getting ready. Two rivals set to square off and leave it all on the field. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. McMahon gets his lead at first with nobody out.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And he hits a ground ball right side. They get one. And he beats it. He's safe.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Stepping in, Pops Peters. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Ground ball right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. That one the other way. Dives and makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-1. To second, pulls him off the bag. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it, and perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different...
And that one gets away at the plate. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Line drive. Squeezes it. Both runners tagging from second and third. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 3-1.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking back. That's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
2 outs, base is empty. That one ripped. And it hits the fence. And he's into second with a double. And man, just shy of a homer on that one. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Man on 2 down. Runner takes off for third. The other way, and that's a base hit into left field. Runner from second crosses the plate, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-1. Back here in the desert, down to third baseman, Ryan McMahon. The Rockies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Peters takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Pop. Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to Tolia. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. And we're back. Ready to begin the eighth. Now it's going to be Brenton Doyle. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone! That ball was crushed. And they add a run. It's 8-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Ground ball could be two. One again. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there complete it.
Peters was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key.
Pops Peters, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? It's the Colorado. So 2 down. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. The pitch. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. So a man at first. Next to hit for Arizona, Pops Peters. Double play ball to second. To Tovar. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. One error in the inning, but Peters turning some head. This recent stretch of impressive play. And a swing and a miss there.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Out towards right center field. Doyle pulls it in on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. There's Ryan McMahon now. On the ground. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down. 1 out, base is empty. Smoked on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
To the right side. Marte throws to first in time. That's out number 2. Peters had a game to forget in the loss.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better.
Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
He's done a great job making contact recently, collecting extra base hits routinely.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. And that is that. And here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. 2 outs. That one down the line. He takes himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits.
The first baseman, number 1, Aug Pitcher.
That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. Two on, 2 outs. Soft contact in the air. Oh, he gloves it. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to the...
Now batting, the first baseman, Aug Pitcher.
Get out.
That's a laser base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
Runner.
First offering, runner goes, squirts away a little bit, blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow right field. He makes the grab, runner tags at second. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in the desert, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman pops Peters. Gilbreth in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2017. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In safely with a double. Second of the day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Gets under it and pops it up. Tolia pulls it down, and there's 1 down. 1 out, runner at second. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat to improve.
Here's Ketel Marte.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Moniak. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 6-0.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Peters really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. 3 hits, 2 of them for extra bases.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Can he keep the good times going in this one? And next is the designated hitter, Pops Peters, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Fires over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a base hit. Peterson whips it in quickly, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Corbin Carroll. 2 on, 1 out. Oh, great stop. There's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Gray back to work. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Throws to second. Around first. Digging for 2. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they put the tag on him for the out. 1 out, base is empty. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Peters. Pops Peters with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over him. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way. Back in Arlington and towing the slab in this one, Pops Peters. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the all-time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Bottom of the first, and now the DH, Josh Smith. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Just missed. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Right through there for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Gurriel handles the chance. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Eli White stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 2 down, base is empty. So now it's Corey Seager. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. Seager launched a homer in his most recent game. And another ball.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs, base is empty. Ball 4, and Seager has taken his base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Josh Young, singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball. He's straight.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Rangers are kept quiet in the first. Number 2 from Arlington coming up. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Swings here and blasts one left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. In comes the first run of the game as the Diamondbacks take the lead.
Wastes no time there. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
2 down. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Peters at second with 2 down. Runner takes off for third. That's ball 4. Throw to third. Ow! And that will end the inning. Back at Globe Life Field. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Peters back to work. 0-1. Peters, a tall lefty, 255 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2024. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can...
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A solo shot. His 14th of the year. And we're all square. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Jonah Heim, the next to hit. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Ezekiel Duran at the plate and takes high there. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. So now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Market.
Right through there for a strike. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest achievement and improvement he's made has been on defense. Simeon made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics, and by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Ground ball right side. Lopez whips it to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Fly to left his first time. And there's a ball. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Up next for the Rangers, Eli White. That one fouled off.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
Got him. Gets 7 strikeouts for him. He's deadlocked at 1.
The bat, number 1. Designated hitter, Aug Pitcher.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Langford going back. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Corey Seager.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's in for a strike at 95. It's 0-1.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Wow, short work to send them packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 1-1. To third. Toss to Naylor, and that quickly 2 away.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Garcia in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. No runs, no hits. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Peters back to work. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. And the lefty kicks, delivers. And that's down and away.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That catches the zone for a strike. It's 2-2.
And on the mound, no confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch, and he just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping in, Ezekiel Duran. And that one clips the corner. Duran's fourth year, 25 years old. Usually a second baseman, but today he's starting at first.
So not too big of an adjustment. He's been on the same side of the field as the first baseman. Now just kind of moving over there and gets an opportunity to see what his range is to his right.
There's a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 5. All tied 1-1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John Curtis.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Swing and a ground ball. Simeon toss over to first, and that's an out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. He rocketed that one out of here. It's 4-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swing his pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Peters with a good enough outing on the mound and put on a hitting clinic. Quite the two-way performance. Pops Peters, such an exciting player, already making an impact. He's not just playing well, he's showing all the signs of a future superstar. Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Langford sizes this one up. One away. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. DeGrom back to work. Line drive. Caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. And it falls. Tries to get back, and he's out. Way too big of a turn, and that's a big-time mistake. Pops Peters digs in now. 1 for 3. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. His second haunt of the series. It's 7-6. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that.
Peters was a real bright spot despite the loss.
No question, he was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort.
Pops Peters getting ready. Two rivals set to square off and leave it all on the field. One down. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Michael Tolia. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Man at first, Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Get out, get out.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. Relay to first. Double play. Back here at Coors Field. New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Pops Peters. Feltner back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Diamondbacks just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some...
That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay in there safely.
Everything came together for him. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Doyle in position. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
And he lays down a bunt. Peters takes it to the bag. They thwart the bunt attempt and end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Diego Castillo.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
There's a swing and a drive. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 4-3. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got a way to reset.
That's to third. Off balance feed. There's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning. Peters with a valiant job in defeat. Look at a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
No question. He was a big contributor for him here.
Pops Peters, such an exciting player, already making an impact. He's not just playing well. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Peters digs in now. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Up the middle, on to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to 3rd, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
2 on, 2 outs. Towards first. 3rd out. 2 left for Colorado. Hey, by the way, Chris.
Yes, John.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
And that one hammered. Hilliard moving back for it. Gone! That ball was crushed. He circles the bases. His second home run of the series, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Bases empty, one away. So in now for Colorado, Sam Hilliard. 0-1 down. And that bunted towards first. Here's the tag, and he's out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Oh, look at the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So no runs. Pinch hitter coming on, Josh Naylor.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Peters had a good day at the office. Only one hit, a home run.
Well, every team in the league.
Pops Peters, such an exciting player already. Next is the DH, a switch hitter. Pops Peters went deep in the ball game last night. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Here comes Gurriel. He will score, and the Diamondbacks take the lead. The second run scores, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
He's trying for throw to first in time. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Now a chance for Geraldo Perdomo. The 1-2. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That one to first, Tolia. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Fried back to work. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
High throw may have made the difference right there. It's kind of hard to say, though. It's a little tougher for a catcher with a left-handed hitter in the box, and that hitter does not have to move at all to help you out.
Runner on the go again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Off balance throw in time. One away here in the fifth. Safe at the plate, and the run scores away from second. And they lead by 3. Bases loaded, 1 away. Peters with a homer in his last game. That one hammered center field. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 6-1. Next is the designated hitter, Pops Peters. Hard grounder into the outfield for a nut. They fired in quickly, So it's first and second with only one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Bloop behind second. Dunks one down, base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So bases loaded with one away. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Base hit, 1 run in already. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And they now lead by 9. So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Pops Peters. Smoked on the ground to second. Sent to first. And the inning is over. Peters had a sensational showing in the win. Drove in 3 runs on the day.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
Pops Peters, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? It's the Arizona Diamondbacks. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Pops Peters.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Brenton Doyle, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a miss. And 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
1 out, bases empty. Just missed. Outside low. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's a strike. 95 of that one. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
That clips the corner.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout when you get your...
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. So the Rocks are held in. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. Peters back to work. Fastball for a strike at 95.
0-1 the count.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. What's next? Ezekiel Tovar. And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's in there at the knees. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Next to hit for the Rockies, Mickey Moniak. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Moniak matched a homer in his last game. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. We're tied, 0-0. Man at first, nobody out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pops Peters. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits.
Oh, you drove
And there's a
out.
rocket into the outfield. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. Lay throw home. Tag, not in time. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. This is Corbin Carroll.
One ball, one
This
strike.
one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Ripped on the ground to second. Arcia whips it to first, and one away in the top of the 3rd. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Arcia.
And there's a strike.
Threw that fastball right by him,
0-1.
slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
0-2 is the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
So digging in, Sam Hilliard. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Up the middle, Perdomo. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Kyle Farmer now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the
Batter, number 1.
Gomber, a tall lefty, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. That one lifted to left. Hilliard makes the grab. One pitch and one out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
0-1. And that one a little bit high.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
The 1-0. And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's in there at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the bottom of the inning. Here's Michael Tolia. Peters back to work. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Well, these Rockies, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
1 down, base is empty. Ground ball up the middle. Marte handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. And that one fouled off.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch. Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Rockies. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Diving, makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Orlando Arcia. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Arcia working through some struggles lately. Up and in, ball 1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now a dozen strikeouts for him in this one. Next for Colorado, Sam Hilliard. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Designated hitter, Kyle
Farmer stands in now and watches strike one.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swings and misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's too high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. So he's perfect.
now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Thompson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. On a line, base hit. And out to a board. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So back to the top of the order. Corbin Carroll getting ready to hit. Grichuk over at second. Peters on at first with nobody out. Out to short. Tovar zips it across. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it, and he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
And they're all loaded up.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So bases all loaded up. Here's Ketel Marte.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Comebacker could be 2. He comes home with it. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they get 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the D-backs 9 and the Rockies 2. Peters with a great pitching outing for them in this one and contributed at the dish as well.
Boog, when a pitcher's slinging it like he was in this game, it really fires up the dugout. And to do it as a two-way player is just the icing on the cake.
Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. Pops Peters digs in now.
Pop Peter.
Hard hit left side. Whips it to first. And there are 2 outs.
Batting up, the third baseman.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Designated hitter, Pop Peter.
In the air, right side. And that will end the inning. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Heading for the plate. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, I can understand why they tried to.
Peters did not have a banner showing in this. And your final score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Pops Peters. Lively, back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So the lineup flips over. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Squirts away a little bit. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. To the right side. And that one handled to second now, but he's safe. And a run comes in to score. Bases juiced, no outs.
Peter.
To the right side. There's one. And a run scores on the double play. So 2 down. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Popped up. Peters makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Pops Peters. Liner, and this could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they tag him out. First, second, no outs. And now the center fielder, Angel Martinez.
2-2-2.
On the ground, 2 ball. Glove flip for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Boots it. In comes the runner from third, and they trail by 1. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Not a great runner, but hit deep into the hole. That backhand last hop looked like it checked up a little bit on the shortstop.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he...
Runner breaks for 3rd. Swing and a ground ball out to short. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 2. 2 down, base is empty. Now at the plate, Gabriel Arias. And the righty deals. Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Peters was a big contributor for them in the win. 3 hits in this one, always respectable.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible.
Pops Peters currently on a 10. Bo Naylor at the plate now. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. On the ground, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Jhonkensy Noel. Slice to right. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. 1 down. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you.
Runner takes off. Here's a rocket out to left. Kwan makes the catch. Throws to second. Oh, behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Bo Naylor will hit next. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 runs in. Runner around third.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. He really smoked this one down the line, barreled it up front, and once it dropped in fair, this guy was off to the races. And it looked like he was thinking 3 right out of the batter's box.
2 outs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Up the middle, Arias on the run, sends it over to first. What a play to end the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. On the ground right side, 4, 6, three. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. 4 runs already in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. Line drive, and a base hit right there. Runner at first with no outs here.
Aug Pitcher.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. So he blasts one out the other way, and they cut into the lead. It's 8-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You bottle that type of approach.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one. Over to first, safe. D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter. Peters played brilliantly despite the loss. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his...
Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series and ready to go. So 2 down, and now Pops Peters. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Peters matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but...
Fires over to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Designated hitter, Aug Pitcher.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hayes makes the grab. 2 down. One out, base is empty.
Designated hitter.
Peters launched a homer in his most recent game. Out towards left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 7.
D-backs making a move for a pinch hitter, Gabriel Moreno. He represents the go-ahead run. Peters kept the hitting streak alive.
I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad.
Pops Peters, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can he put together another excellent outing today? Just about set to go now. And towing the slab here, Pops Peters. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeout opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Santiago Espinal leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground to first, and he takes it himself for the out. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. That's in there. Strike 1. De La Cruz, a former All-Star, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
0-2.
Right through there, got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1-2. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground to third. Toss to Naylor. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Foul ball there. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 1 out, base is empty. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And that misses. And the count even 1-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And that just misses.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump. And now here is Pops Peters.
He's done a great job making contact recently. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. That one ripped right center field. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. He made him pay for that one. and they tack on 3. It's 4-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
Connor Joe leading things off and takes a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now the DH, Reese Hines. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss.
You got a ball, 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Reds nothing. Back here at the
Santiago Espina.
Peters back to work. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Espinal measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a good eye there.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
In the air out to center. McCarthy on the move. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's one away. Here's Garrett Hampson.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
A little bit high maybe. Ball 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. And down on strikes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Ball 1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So 12.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Aug Pitcher.
In the air, out towards left center. Drops into the glove, and there's one away. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. Smoked on the ground a second. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Suarez throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Gurriel has it sized up, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 5 perfect innings. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's right fielder Connor Joe. That one in there across the letters.
Well, these Reds just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Gurriel handles the chance, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Swing and a miss.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Reds hitless so far in the game. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So he's perfect. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one ripped. That's back there. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-0.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Peters with a good enough outing on the mound and put on a Pops Peters has been on fire lately. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Pops Peters. Savali back to work.
Oh, you drove that one.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter. He's trying for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Peters at third with nobody out. Swing and a ground ball. All back to first. And one away in the top of the 3rd. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. Righty delivers. Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Rolled over to third. Dahlbeck. Fired to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. So now 1-2 to Rhys. On the ground to third, might be 2. To second, pulls him off the bag. He beats the throw, and they can't get the out. 2 out, space is empty. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Trying to bunt his way on. Peters steps on the bag, and the bunt doesn't work out. Torey Lovullo making a new bat. Josh Naylor.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Peters. Pops Peters, such an exciting player, already making an impact. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Bowers over to second. On to first. Double play. 2 out. Space is empty. Hard hit right side. He'll do it himself. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Pops Peters. That one ripped. Down, 1 hops off the wall. Go ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy.
Moved to second, and they got him.
Great job by the defense executing that daylight play perfectly. It's such a timing thing, and that middle infielder and the pitcher have to be on the same page, and it's got to be a good throw. Nice job right there.
1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Perkins going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Peters kept the hitting streak alive.
Not his best showing, but
Pops Peters, former first-round pick, gearing up. The promising young prospect will certainly play a key role in this one. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Pops Peters. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Next offering is down low. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Yeah, that's fouled off. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike three, and that's two in a row. And now it's William Contreras. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. On the ground at first, and that one handled. He steps on the bag, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers come up ready to go for the last half of the inning. Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
Hoskins.
Peters back to work. Peters, a 6'6" southpaw. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a sinker. And a swing and a miss. And now 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Jake Bauers in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
Now one missed. Second inning here, no score. And there's a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Next offering is downstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nobody left. So a man at first. Now it's the rookie DH, Pops Peters.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
The sliding play at short. There's one.
Got him.
To first, not in time. Great effort there. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. In the air, right side. Frelick has a beat on it. And there's 2 away. This is Corbin Carroll. Peters, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner takes off, and this one squirts away from the catcher. in there safely. All the way up to third here, and that is great hustle.
Well, I think that'll be scored a stolen base and a wild pitch because he already had a great jump over there at first base. And then once he sees the ball get away, he doesn't.
Old ball got him pretty good out there on the mound. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The pitch. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Next for Brewers, Blake Perkins. 2 for 4 in the game last night. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Curve in the dirt.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Daz Cameron at the plate. There's the strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2's the count.
On the ground. He gets there with the slide. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 9 straight, nothing. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom 4, this is Bryce Terang.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers. And that misses. Ball 1.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering misses. It's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the second today. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still no score. Runner at first with no outs here. Swung on, belted. Cameron going back on this one. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. His 11th of the year, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice. Well, these Brewers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt. But it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Now here's Jake Bauers. Struck out swinging his first time. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. Lopez tosses first, and that quickly 2 away. Joseph Ortiz getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. Ortiz, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one below the zone. Moreno collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Diamondbacks 2 and the Brewers nothing. A new pitcher in the game, number 34.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now up next for Arizona, Pops Peters. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Peters was really productive at the plate in this one. Put in some good innings on the mound as well.
Nothing like a two-way player who can perform well on both sides.
Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pops Peters.
Peters.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
On the ground. Flips it, and they get the out. Diamondbacks. 1 out, bases full. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Runner around third. The relay. They get the tag on him, and that's the 2nd out. One down. Pops Peters stands in now for the Diamondbacks. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. Peters kept the hitting streak alive. Knocked in 3 runs for them.
Well, he definitely.
Pops Peters has been a constant force at the plate. First and second, 2 outs. Peters now at the plate.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That one down the line and foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Lined, and that's a base hit. Moreno around third. The throw in, but it's offline. And they lead by 4. And now the DH, Blaze Alexander. Goes down looking. Back here at Chavez Ravine. The batter now, Pops Peters. Kershaw back to work. Out to short. Betts whips it to first. And 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Bases loaded, 2 down. Fought off foul. That one is absolutely belted. God, that ball was crushed. He circles the bases, his 12th of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 9-2.
Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
No outs, runner at first. Here's Freddie Freeman now, and a pitch. On the ground to second, might be 2. To Perdomo, that's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play. And here comes Tommy Edman. Muncy at second, Pajes at first with no outs. Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Here's Marte for 1. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
1 out, base is empty. And now Pops Peters. There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single. It's 10-3. Here's Mookie Betts at the plate now. He's one of the few players in baseball history to win the MVP and World Series in the same season.
Yeah, that 2018 Red Sox season was special.
And so was 2020. He's under it at first, and that'll do it. Peters was a big contributor for them in the win. 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game.
Pops Peters with a remarkable run of late. So up next, Pops Peters. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. That's the third out. First and second, no outs. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ground ball, could be two. Good feed, that's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And we're back. Now here is Pops Peters. Yamamoto back to work.
Nice fit, big dog.
Now it goes to first, and he gets back safely. Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Runner
To first, and they've got him picked off. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some.
Runner on the go again. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! Big dog's gotta eat. His first homer of the year, and they take the lead. It's 3-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
Lined into right. Pajes makes the grab, and that's the third out. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Muncy, the lead runner, out at second. Pajes over at first with one away. On the ground to first, could be two. To second, there's one. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over. Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Geraldo Perdomo.
And this is a
Pops Peters, fresh off an incredible series. And now Pops Peters. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. A run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. One out, base is empty. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and is for second. Not stopping, he's going for three. But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second. So the lineup flips over. Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Rounds third, headed for the plate.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
To third might be two. Young toss to second, and that's two.
Poetry in motion.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball there. Peters recently earned Rookie of the Month honors.
Come on, ball, get on up.
Line drive caught. So they get. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Pops Peters, 1 for 3. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Really important at bat coming up now.
And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Tying run at the plate. Popped up. And the infield fly rule called.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Tim Walter.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. With the tying run at the plate here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Big at-bat coming up for Ketel Marte. Bouncer to Young. Young over to second, and that's a double play to end it. Peters kept the hitting streak alive.
Not his best showing, but I hope he isn't too self.
Pops Peters is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, just about to get started and towing the slab, Pops Peters. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Josh Smith, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Cut on and lifted in the air. Grichuk drifts towards it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now it's Corey Seager. That one missed. Seager with a homer in his last game. 2 outs, base is empty. That one misses, and that's ball 2. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Count is full.
swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Peters back to work. And there's a foul ball. 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Peters, in his rookie season, just 21 years old. A former 1st-round pick in 2024. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
0-2.
And the 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing here this half. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. So digging in, pops Peters.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently, more than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A 2-run shot, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate, and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Back here in the desert, top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in there at the knees. He goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Marcus Semien at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that misses. Ball 2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, 2 away. Michael Hellman now at the plate. Late with the swing there.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Ball 1 there.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone! Big Dog's gotta eat. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip.
Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Rangers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So up next, Ezekiel Duran. That clips the corner. One out, bases empty. Ground ball right side. Toss to Naylor. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Seager takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The shortstop take ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. New inning getting started. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Garcia batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss at 1 above the zone.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And that's in the dirt. Out to short, Perdomo. Whips it to first. That's the third out. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. Gray back to work. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and a quick out number 1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the first baseman, Jake Berger. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, these Rangers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Simeon, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That just misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And a big swingus.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Out to center. Carroll moves towards it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hellman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now it doesn't strike out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jalen Beeks.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So now the DH spot, Pops Peters. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Now batting.
2 on, 1 out. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag. Too late. He scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. Hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
This is Corbin Carroll. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Grounder might be 2. Tags the runner for 1.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Peters was outstanding at the plate in this ball game and turned in a solid pitching performance too.
And when he puts together a game like this, Boog, it's a good reminder that he has what it takes to excel as a two-way player here in the majors. He looked locked in at the dish for sure.
Pops Peters, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. So next is the designated hitter for the D-backs, Pops Peters. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Here comes Gurriel. He'll score. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention.
He's trying for third in the dirt. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Peters on third with 2 out. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. 1 out, base is empty.
Designated hitter, Aug Pitcher.
There's a swing and a drive. And a foul ball. Peters measures 6 feet 6 inches, just 21 years old. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. They got it for out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A towering shot, and they take the lead. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Peters was a big contributor.